Hello friends, I wish you all a blessed Sabbath day, and in my absence last month I have decided to do a 6-part series on the book of Revelation chapter 12. So shall we begin? Let's begin this series with the book of Revelation chapter 12 verses 1 through 3. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And she, being with child, cried, travailing in birth, and pain to be delivered. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his heads. The reason why I am doing this in 6 parts is because there is a ton of different things that we need to unpack here. And I don't want to leave any stone unturned, friends. And in the first 3 verses alone, we see a bunch of symbolism. And we already know what a woman in Bible prophecy represents from previous videos, right? We know it's a church, but not just any church. This is God's true church. You can tell by the details. She is clothed with light, and the dragon is clearly the enemy, right? So about these lights, she is clothed with the sun. What do you think the sun represents? Let's look at the book of Malachi chapter 4 and verse 2. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and he shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. Now, if you look at this verse, more specifically the word son in this passage, we see that it's spelled as son, as in S-U-N, and uses a capital S. So there is no doubt that this verse is referring to Jesus Christ himself, the Son of Righteousness, and he arises with healing in his wings. So the Son is clearly Christ and his righteousness. Check out the book of John chapter 8 and verse 12. Then spake Jesus again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. Jesus says he is the light of the world. Just as the sun lights up the earth during the day, the light of Jesus shines forth in his church. And Jesus also claims in the book of Revelation chapter 22 verse 16 that he is the bright and morning star, which by the way is also the sun. So the sun that this woman is clothed in is clearly Jesus, right? So now moving on, the church is also standing on the moon. What does the moon do? You see, the moon doesn't have its own light, so it reflects the light of the sun. Maybe this will help give you an idea of what the moon represents. If you were to go back and look at the sanctuary services, the sacrificial system, the feast days, what did they all point to? They pointed to Christ, the Son of Righteousness, right? Not only this, but everything you read in the Old Testament points to Christ, his birth, death, and resurrection. And just as the moon reflects the light of the sun, the Old Testament reflects the Son of Righteousness, Christ. Just as the moon foretells the coming of the sun in the morning, the Old Testament foretells the coming of Christ. They had types and shadows. We have antitype and substance. So far we see the church is clothed with Christ and the church is standing on the Old Testament. Now we see the crown of 12 stars. Let's look at the book of Daniel chapter 12 and verse 3. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. And now go to the book of Genesis chapter 37 verses 9 and 10. And he dreamed yet another dream, and told it his brethren, and said, Behold, I have dreamed a dream more. And behold, the sun and the moon and the 11 stars made obeisance to me. And he told it to his father and to his brethren. And his father rebuked him, and said unto him, What is this dream that thou hast dreamed? Shall I and thy mother and thy brethren indeed come to bow down ourselves to thee, to the earth? Now we can conclude from these two scriptures that the 12 stars represent God's people. More specifically, in the Old Testament, the 12 tribes of Israel, and in the New Testament, the 12 apostles. We will also see that the stars can represent something else in part 2 of this series. And now this church is about to give birth. And I believe that we can conclude who this child is and who this dragon is. The child being Christ and the dragon being Satan. But if there is any doubt, we'll be going into more detail in these next 2 parts. So until next time, this is John Tinsley with Everlasting Rock Ministries, and always remember, the truth never fails. God bless you.